Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Let me tell y'all something. Devin Haney has big plans. You look at Devin Haney sitting, 30 wins, 15 knockouts, right? This man has a 50% KO ratio. Turned pro in 2015, 2023. Youngest undisputed champ, youngest boxing promoter. And the man is on his way to doing amazing things. But I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times when you see a boxer and their career is working out, it's not just because stars are lining up for them. It's because you have the right people behind you. Not just a manager, not just a promoter, but sometimes you need a little bit of that secret society behind you as well to create opportunities and open doors and allow you to do something that other fighters aren't allowed to do or haven't been able to do. You may say, man, what are you talking about, Hood Champion? Well, I'm going to go ahead and break this down. First, I want to say Devin Haney is extremely talented. He's proven that. Some people still don't give him credit, but I think they're wrong to take away from what Devin Haney has been able to do in the boxing ring. As he gets ready to go up as the youngest promoter in boxing, as the youngest guy who's a promoter in boxing to get money off the door and money from in all modes of revenue involving his fights, he gets a piece of everything, okay? So it's easy to sit here and talk about the things about Devin Haney that maybe we feel he can do better, but let's talk about some of the positive stuff. So, that out the way, right? Devin Haney's about to go fight Regis Prograis. We know Devin Haney can fight. Now, you want to tell me that the Regis Prograis that fought Zorilla and struggled with a guy who could box and had a little pop, right? But he could box. You telling me Regis Prograis with his short arms, he was in that fight and just throwing jabs and half-hearted shots to the air, like with no intention on trying to land, because he got zapped early in the fight. You're telling me that Regis Prograis can beat Devin Haney? I mean, come on. Now, what I will say is, I felt, before the Zorilla fight, I felt that Regis Prograis, was Josh Taylor, moved out of the division? I said, damn, Regis Prograis is going to become undisputed at 140. But he got into with Zorilla, and then I changed my mind, because he didn't know what to do. Now, the thing for us to understand is, Regis Prograis, he didn't start boxing until I think he was maybe 19, 20, something like that. Late. So he's extremely athletic. He's learned a lot. He's got some skills. He's got some power. But he hasn't been doing this since he's been a kid like Devin Haney. He hasn't been exposed to different trainers, their methods, their philosophies, their ways. He hasn't had the opportunity to be that sponge in different gyms and just absorb everything he can from world-class trainers. So now we come to where we are now with Devin Haney and Regis Prograis about to fight. I think Devin Haney's going to outbox him. If Devin Haney makes a mistake and feels that he's bubbled up 5 pounds to from 135 to 140, and now he wants to try to hold his ground to test his power like he did against Linares and learn with the quickness that, hey, you ain't supposed to stand in front of nobody. Who can crack? Then Devin Haney will lose that fight. But other than that, I think Devin Haney wins, and I think he makes it look pretty damn easy. Okay? So we sit back and we take a look at Devin Haney, 135, the WBC strap. He became champion in recess. Pay attention to this. So if he comes back to 135, he can challenge for his belt because he still has the other 3 belts. Okay? So Devin Haney's going to move up to 140, beat Regis Prograis. He's going to pick up the WBC strap. But check this out now. He will still have his 3 belts at 135. WBO, WBA, and IBF. If he goes to 140 and beats Regis, picks up the WBC, he'll be champion, concurrent champion in 2 different weight divisions. Now, their plan is to possibly go up and fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman. Now, what I thought was odd, right, is Bill Haney was saying something about fighting Keith Thurman, something about a belt, and becoming world champion in 3 divisions at the same time. Now, I don't quite understand that piece, okay? Because Keith Thurman hasn't fought in a while. While I'm talking to you, let's just take a look at it. Keith Thurman don't have no damn belt. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at Keith Thurman right here. I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at. So okay, here we go, right? So this is the thing. All right, I'm pulling this up for you right now. Where is it? This one, there it is. So when you look right here under the WBA, Keith Thurman's ranked number 2. So, I mean, I don't know why they're going after Keith Thurman, aside from Keith Thurman being inactive, going to the Hall of Fame, and being a guy who they feel who is a credible opponent. Although he's been inactive, they feel that that's a good fight for Devin Haney to test the waters at 147. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I think Devin Haney should leave Keith Thurman alone. Period. All right? Mario Barrios was bigger, stronger, longer. Devin Haney, I mean, as he moves up in weight, but you know, it's the shots that don't see you that do the most damage. I'm just not so sure Devin Haney should be fumbling around at 147 with Keith Thurman, okay? Or anybody at 147, to be honest with you. But you just don't know. But Devin Haney and his dad have huge plans for him. Still try to hold on to those belts at 135, although he had to give up one to try to win a fight at 140 and hold on to that belt and go up to 147. They're talking about Keith Thurman, but Keith Thurman doesn't have any hardware. But maybe they still consider him as a champion, you know, because, I mean, once a champion, always a champion, right? But he doesn't have any hardware. But if they really wanted to go up there and try to pick up a strap, I mean, you got, for the WBA, you got Stanley Eunice. Then who's like, you know, the WBA World Welterweight Champion. But then, you know, Crawford is the Super World Welterweight Champion. For the WBC, you got Barrios, who's an interim, and Crawford is the World Champion. Then the IBF, of course, is Jerron Ennis. Then the WBO, as of right now, is Crawford. So I'm not really sure what they're looking to do. Maybe fight Keith Thurman and then no, try to go after someone else. I don't know. But Devin Haney has big plans. And Devin Haney is out here making money hand over fist. And for the people who are saying that he ducked Shakur Stevenson, listen, all I can do is say this. He offered the fight to Shakur. We've heard the back and forth about whether it was 25%, 10%, and somebody wanted 50%. Look, only the fly on the wall knows. But the fact that he offered that fight to Shakur for undisputed at 135, that tells me that he was willing to fight Shakur at 135. And had Shakur taken the fight, Devin Haney and Shakur would have been fighting at 135 pounds for undisputed. Didn't happen. It is what it is. But Devin Haney has big plans. And let me tell you something. The fact that his dad said, look, we're looking to do something which is be a champion in 3 different weight divisions at the same time. And my question is that bigger than becoming undisputed in 2 different weight divisions? You know? And it comes back to what I was saying about sometimes having the secret society behind you, you know, having the machine behind you. For his dad to be talking like this, that tells me that they probably got the clearance to kind of launch and pursue that goal. Now, is it all gonna come together? I don't know. But the fact that his dad mentioned it, I had to take it with a grain of salt, but I had to think there probably are some kind of discussions that have taken place about, hey, this is the trajectory that we want to put him on. But these are the steps you guys need to take. But we'll see how it plays out. But Devin Haney is in a great position. And if he beats Regis Prograis, I'm telling you, Devin Haney may become the next big attraction in boxing, especially if he hurts Regis Prograis. Devin Haney's name's being talked about now. Sometimes it's not for all of the right reasons. Sometimes people are hating on him. But if he gets through Regis Prograis with flying colors, it's going to be time to sit down and have a serious talk about just how great Devin Haney is. Because that would be a huge win if he can beat Regis Prograis. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.